Drum Talk TV. I'm Gil Cervantes, and we're coming to you live at the NAMM Show 2019. And I have the privilege to have this lovely gentleman right here, Max, who's from the Schagerl Drums. They are really, really neat, and he's going to tell us all about them and why they are so unique. Thank you so much for your time, man.
Yes. Hello, I'm Max from Schagerl Drums. As you can see, we have here a few drum kits and snares. We started this kit here. It's a fusion kit made of brass, completely made of brass with a kind of patina on it. We call it dark vintage, this finish. It's a 14 by 20, 6 by 10, 7 by 12, and a 13 by 14 kit. And it's with brushed and lux. The only wooden part on our drums are the hoops from the bass drum. It's kind of stained ash hoops. And yeah, it's like that.
Okay. So, as you can see, these aren't your typical drums, right? So, how do you came with the idea of cutting loose wood?
Brass is a very, very good material to transport the sound. And Schagerl is a big name in making brass wind instruments, and so we had the know-how with working with brass. And 2008 we had the idea, why not making drums made of brass? Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, man. I think it's really innovating. So, how about if you show us the snares and you can explain us a little bit how how this affects their sound? Is that okay? Okay, let's go. Okay, so as you can see, they have all this variety of snare drum, and now Max is going to explain us a little bit about them.
Okay, so that's a brass snare. Should I take the mic?
No, could you show it to them? Yeah.
So, as you can see, it's a 6.5 by 14 brass snare, and the totally difference to other snares is we have this special curved shell. We call it curved, and there are a few reasons why we do that. One reason is with this shape we can use very thin brass sheets. We have 0.7 millimeters brass sheet, and with this curved shell it stays stable. Okay, and when you remember the shape of a violin or a double bass, it's also not straight. It's also, you have the curved shell, and yeah. And another reason was we have this brass belt in the middle. I call it hip, like the hip of the human body. This carry all the heavy stuff. We mount everything on it, like the lux, the strainer, the butt end, or maybe on the drum kit the floor drum legs or bass drum legs or something like that. So the brass sheets can float almost free with this technique. All parts are mounted on the middle brass belt, and so the brass sheets can float almost free.
And these other snares are differently, or what's the main difference between them?
These two snare drums are the same, but this is the vintage, the finished dark vintage we call it, but material is the same, and also the thickness. We do also drums made of copper, as you can see, like here. Also philharmonic drums with orchestral and gut strings on it. Or here the 14 by 8. It's also the copper one. A little bit warmer sound, and yeah.
And how does the copper, affect to their sound in a positive way?
In a positive way, we call the series of copper is called Persephone. Persephone is the woman, the round, the warm one. The brass, the Antares, the man, the geek. Yeah, the heavy one, yeah. No, brass, copper is a little bit more warmer, and then a little bit more softer.
And how about if you show us these two keys right here? Well, that we have already seen, but this one right here.
Okay, this is also made totally of brass. It's brass raw with chrome hardware on it. It's a 22 bass drum by 15. 13 by 9 and 16 by 15 floor drum. Brass raw, same shells as we spoke before.
Yeah, and do you guys have any plans to make these like custom made?
All drums are custom made. We do. It's
Oh
all.
yeah, well, what I mean to that is if like me or any artist can call you like, hey, I don't know, I want some logo or I want something there. I mean, do you do this kind of stuff?
Yes. No. If I can do it and I think I can handle it, of course, it's no problem to engrave it or do a special patina on it, or maybe it's also possible to do a negative photo patina. I made this with some kind of negative shapes. Yeah, there are a lot of possibilities.
Yeah, exactly like that. Because imagine you as a drummer that you're watching this. Imagine all the possibilities, not only in your sound playing these lovely drums, but as well the image that you're gonna present. You know, performing live or watching these drums in a video. People are gonna be like mind blown, right?
Yeah.
That's the idea, right? So how about you show us what you have over there?
Yeah. As you can see there, we also do the snare wires by ourselves. They are available also separately, as we sell them in this custom-made wooden box, and we do them from 10-inch to 16-inch, from 2 strands to 30 strands, copper plates or brass plates. Everything is possible. And here I've got the shape of the snare drum, as I spoke before, and always tell them to
The hip that you were mentioning.
Yeah. As you can see, it's also brass belt, the brass belt in the middle, the brass sheets, and this is all stacked together and soldered.
Well, that's amazing. And I'm assuming, tell me if I'm wrong, but this can be used in a regular snare, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And how this, you know, it makes a quite a difference using this from the regular ones.
It's handmade by myself, so I put all the Schagerl Drums spirit in it, and yeah, we chosen a special alloy, and I like it very much. And people who mount it on regular snare drums also very happy with it.
Yeah, and I think these are like a more for a fat sound, fat heavy, and this is more like a mellow, nice swing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you have it, folks. All the great things that Schagerl Drums have for you. They're from Austria, right?
Austria, yeah.
Yeah, so they have come a long way, not only to attend the NAMM Show, but to create these lovely drums and snares. So you have to check them out. Where can we see you? Your social media, webpage? What do you have to contact?
Yeah, there are a lot of ways. Maybe Instagram, Schagerl Drums, or Facebook, or drums.schagerl.com, our website. Or you go to Drum Center of Portsmouth, where all the drums are after the NAMM Show.
Okay, perfect. Well, there you have it, friends. Keep in touch with Schagerl Drums. I'm Gil Cervantes, coming to you live at the NAMM Show 2018. And stay tuned, because we still have a lot of coverage for you, not only with brands, but with artists, and we have a lot of surprises for you. So stay tuned, and thank you very much. Thank you, Max.
Thank you very much. Thank you.